Greetings. I am Dr. Dorothy Johnson-Speight, founder and National Executive Director of Mothers in Charge, a Philadelphia-based nonprofit organization that helps individuals and families learn to live with the trauma of losing a son, daughter, or loved one to violence. And we also address the root causes of the gun violence epidemic. Today, you're going to watch a video where I discuss with three mothers from Mothers in Charge their path forward after losing their sons to violence. We hope to show other bereaved individuals and families that they are not alone in their journey of grief, and that through Mothers in Charge, they can find a supportive community of people who can deeply relate, who are uniquely prepared, but they can also find resources and productive ways to channel their grief and pain. So with this video, if you or someone you know has been impacted by violence, please share this with them and let them know that Mothers in Charge is there to help. Thank you.
More than 20 bullet casings were left at the scene.
Just heard boom, 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 boom.
Breaking news in the city's Olney section. 7 people were shot.
Police are investigating a third triple shooting.
Somebody fighting, somebody gets stabbed, somebody gets shot.
I got a call at 2 o'clock in the morning saying, come quick. Khaaliq is at Einstein Hospital in the ER. And that was his brother, my stepson, calling me.
Getting ready for my class, and I got a phone call from my daughter. She sounded really upset.
We were actually away that weekend.
That's right.
And one of Justin's friend's mothers called the campgrounds that we were at.
The news is coming on. I'm hearing about a 19, 20-year-old man who was shot and who was killed. Actually, 2 people were killed that night. And I'm seeing this on the news, but I had no idea it was the story about Solomon.
I said, Alex, is Alex okay? And then they told me, no, he's dead. And when they said that, I just fell straight down and started screaming.
So it wasn't until his father had come back from the morgue with his belongings that I lost it, and I just fell out as well.
My name is Dr. Dorothy Johnson-Speight. I am mother to Khaaliq Jabbar Johnson. He was 24 years old.
My name is Ruth Donnelly. My son Justin Donnelly was 19 years old.
My name is Aleida Garcia. I am the mother of Alejandro Rojas Garcia.
My name is Vernetta Santival. Solomon Maurice Montgomery was my son. He's 19 years old.
It's the worst moment of my life, and I know you all understand every bit of that.
Even today, I still have a lot of denial, and I think that someone who hasn't gone through this experience would have to question, how do you not accept something that you've literally seen?
Oftentimes, we don't want to accept the reality of the death because it's so painful.
You went to the funeral, you saw the body, you went to the morgue, you saw the body, you have a death certificate, it's confirmed, but it's not logical.
I remember early on with Khaaliq's death that I would forget everything. I would walk up the steps to the top of the steps and what did I come up here to get, And it wasn't until my doctor said that that's trauma.
One of the things I used to do besides forgetting is I used to shuffle through my bag and then shuffle through it again, and then find my phone, put it back in, and shuffle again.
It affects you in so many ways. Your memory, your breathing, playing those tapes over and over in your head, not being able to stop those tapes from playing.
I didn't find out that was a symptom of trauma until I went to a conference out in California.
So how do you now live with that when you can't physically touch him, you can't kiss him, he doesn't come through the door, you're not praying together anymore, but you still love him? was there one moment in particular where you thought you would not be able to breathe, where you weren't going to be able to get up, where you didn't even want to get up, where maybe you wanted to die, and even thought about the possibility of how you would make that happen?
I really felt like I saw like an abyss, like that I was standing on a cliff. And I just wanted to go like, you know, like that, just fall back, just submit to the chaos.
And I remember laying in my bed and just not wanting to get up, not wanting to live. I just couldn't, you know, because there was so much I had done wrong in my mind.
And that too can also be very debilitating. It can drive you to want to kill somebody or kill yourself.
That's a very real experience, and I too tried to numb the pain as well.
I felt like I wanted to give up. I just wanted to die. It was just like, I was so vulnerable and helpless, I just didn't know what to do. But the anger helped, because for me, anger is a motivator. And I said, no. I said, the devil already took enough. He's not taking any more. Like that saved me.
This is so hard even after so many years. But I'm here today mainly because Khaaliq's birthday is coming soon. There's no right way to lose a child, and it's painful no matter the circumstances. But I think when it's been a violent death, you know, the pain and the grief and the journey is a little bit different.
It's hard. I'm not going to tell anybody that it's not hard. You know, we have great portraits and we have our memories.
Coming to the cemetery also kind of signifies that what it says on the tomb, always in our heart. That's what it says. And he will always, always, always be in the heart of Nia's mom, family.
So in baseball, he got, I think he was 18 years old at the time. He got the pitching award from the American Legion.
We're talking about the journey of pain and grief after the death of your sons. We're trying to find the purpose in the pain.
I went to a meeting and talked and found out there was many other women in the same situation that we were in.
I just realized, hey, if I don't do something with this anger, if I don't channel it into something, it is going to kill me.
I'm grateful to be able to have had the support and the counseling early on. For me, that's what helped me not live in the denial.
There's a dark place, but then at some point we get this resilience. You know, I don't often know where it comes from. I think it may be God, you know, saving us.
So I decided to fight for what I had left, to support my daughter through this, my grandchildren through this, and to do whatever I could to help myself. So, and to fight for justice for Alex.
You were like, Ruth, no, I'm going to make the appointment for you and you need to go there. And, you know, it took me a while, a number of times, but I did need that before I go to court. And it did help a lot, and I always am grateful for you making me go.
The guilt for me ran very deep. And it took me on a whirlwind as well, where I almost thought that I was going to lose my mind. And to get some type of refuge or some type of respite or solace from the guilt.
I've heard people say things like, he's in a better place, and you know, it's God's will, or what, some things that may not be, to the person who's saying it may be well intended, but to the person who's receiving it may be painful.
By being a presence, oftentimes, sometimes without words, just their presence speaks volumes. More importantly, allowing them to honor their feelings. Allow them to honor what it is that they're experiencing.
Khaaliq was 34. He was a very fun person. He was always very social and outgoing ever since he was a child. When he was little, we used to go fishing.
Justin was 19 years old. He was the youngest of our 3 children, and he had bright red hair, and he was about 6'2", and he was just like a happy kid.
I miss everything about him. I miss him coming over for dinner, popping up, just coming through the door.
The relationship I have with him continues because I get to tell a story like you all do, like we're doing now. Our journey continues toward our healing.
Yes.
And we're going to continue to do that with each other.
Yes.
Continue to support one another in our healing. And that's the thing about it. It doesn't happen overnight. It may not happen over a year, 2, 5, 10, 20.
And I often say that if I could learn, or could have learned anything from his life, it was how to forgive and how to be forgiven.
And we will always be challenged to find a way to live with that pain. But every day is a challenge.
Yes.
But we're getting better. We might fall off, but we get back on.
That's right.